Hey everyone, welcome to this video. We are recording live from MASFAA, which is the Massachusetts Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators. That's a mouthful to say, but basically it's financial aid professionals from Massachusetts colleges. We are at the beautiful Margaritaville Resort in Hyannis, Massachusetts. And with me is Leanne Zemrock, a financial aid professional. You have about 10 years in the industry, I think you said, right?
Yes, 10 years in higher ed, 6 years specifically in financial aid.
So I'm sure that you have tons of tips for families, right? And you've probably seen all sorts of situations. So let's start with the easy one, which is what are some of your top tips for families going through this the first time navigating financial aid?
The top tip I would have to say is just reach out to all of your community organizations, see what's available, use your guidance counselor at your high school. There are a true touch point of local community scholarships that you may qualify for to help fill that gap that you may see on your financial aid award.
Okay, that's a great tip. Right? And guidance counselors are a huge resource. Bless their hearts, I think they're overworked, but great people, right? Definitely talk to them.
When I was in school, we had a binder in the guidance office that had all of our community scholarships that we were available to apply to. Now I'm sure it's like a Google Drive or some sort of online form or some sort of online resource, but definitely check with your local high school and your local community organizations, your church organizations, those to find those gaps fillers for your scholarships, outside scholarships.
Okay, that's a great tip. Now, of course, these families going through the college process, they do have to fill out this form that seems to scare everybody, even though you and I know it's not really that scary of a form. The form, of course, is the FAFSA. So what's a top tip for families who are going to be filling out the FAFSA?
Do it together. Sit down, make a financial plan, understand what you're doing, being truthful and honest with both your student and your parent to understand what to expect. I was a first-gen student and I had to do it all on my own. I had to figure it out, find my parents' financial information and do it. So if you can do it together, or even now that you have that option to do it separately, just work together, because the more communication you have openly, it works out better, because they may be able to fill in questions that you might not know.
All right. And last question here. So something as parents go and students go through this process, right? Because college can be expensive, as most people know. Taking a step back from aid and the FAFSA, what is one piece of advice that you would share with families, just more in general about this overall process, whether it's paying for college or the whole experience or whatever?
So you have to really take into consideration what you're getting out of it. You may have a better financial aid opportunity at one school or a financial aid award from another school, but you like the campus or the other school. Take your letters, compare them, bring them to the other schools. They can compare, maybe offer similar depending upon, do a comparison, but definitely just take your time, make sure it's the right fit. And you know what, if it's not the right fit, you go for one semester, it's not the right one, you can always transfer out and go somewhere else and find the right fit. That's my number one kind of advice I give to my students. If we're the right school for you, great. If we're not, let us help you and get you to where you need to be. Because we want you to be successful not only at our school, but we want you to be successful wherever you are.
And that's a great tip. Awesome. Leanne, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was great to meet you.
You too.